Wait, what time is it?
Johnny Turbo's Arcade presents
1:23. All right. So I would normally be ending at 2. This is probably going to take me more than 45 minutes to get through, but we'll... No. No, 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 no. No, sorry. Tomorrow's game is Dark Arms. Dark Arms, which is, in fact, based on the Beast Busters intellectual property. But yeah, this one I'm gonna credit feed my way through. Punch, kick, jump, use special. Start new game. And unfortunately, there's no way to turn off the blur filter, which is kind of bonkers. It should be a really standard thing. And there's $10 worth of credits. Let's see how far we get. So you got 3 different characters here: Jake, Christopher, and Honghua. I'm gonna try Christopher here. That good choice clip is really great. If you ever watch Dino Please on Twitch, I've mentioned him a few times. He uses that good choice audio clip. Oh, I forgot to show the attract screen for this game. Maybe when we finish, I'll just leave it on the attract screen for a minute. I did buy the Rabbids game, which I haven't played yet, because... Are these, Alright, that's not good. I need to figure out what buttons do things. Alright, that's special. That's not good. Alright. Jump and kick. Okay. I actually watched a really cool interview yesterday afternoon, live on Twitch with Grant Kirkhope, the music composer for games like Banjo-Kazooie and Donkey Kong 64, and some others. And he seems like such a nice, down-to-earth guy. Alright, there's our first life on the first stage. And he was talking about how he got brought in by Ubisoft to do what he thought was a Rabbids game. And he was talking about like, oh, you know the Rabbids, they're alright. Kind of seemed like Minions before Minions were a thing. And then he talks about like going into a meeting with Ubisoft and finding out that like, yeah, they brought him on to work on a Rabbids game, but actually it's a Mario game. And apparently he went like, why does this cheat? And was just quiet for a while. And the Ubisoft people were like, oh no, what's wrong? Does he really not want to do the Rabbids game? And it was actually which it's so funny to me. I mean, this dude is a legend of composition from, you know, it feels like from old times, from his work on the Donkey Kong games on the SNES as well. And he was worried about doing a good enough job for Nintendo on a Mario game. No, I thought it was really cool and funny. And I bought games but don't play them. That's crazy. There is actually something, I think, borderline wrong with that. And I really try not to do it anymore. I really try to only buy games if I'm like about to play them. This one looks a bit less, never mind, just more colorful bloods. I wonder what you were gonna say there. Oh, these I had been working on some strats for these bosses. This game though, Night Slashers, I think I can actually recommend for people who enjoy these kinds of beat 'em ups, because you can actually, like, this feels a lot more fair. It feels like you can actually learn boss patterns, and like you could have a shot at learning the 1 credit clear. Only do that if it's free to $2. I think that's really good advice, Lem. That is much more how I've been operating the past few years, past couple of years. And with the Rabbids Mario game, I think it was like $15 at Best Buy or something like that, which is pretty good, but considering I bought that, I don't know, a year or two ago, and I still haven't tried it out, I probably should have just, you know, saved my money. Oh yeah, no, there's still plenty of blood and guts on this one. That's not good. So I like how you can actually drive enemies into the ground with a certain move there. Speaking of free to $2, there's a game that was on my wish list on the Switch eShop that's $2 right now that I might want to shout out. Killer Queen Black. I don't know if that is on anybody's radar. It actually, it's sort of notable for launching as one of those rare new arcade games. Like actually in a arcade cabinet new. Alright, there we go. First credit used up. And we just needed one more hit on that Frankenstein monster, of course. But yeah, I am planning on trying Killer Queen Black out pretty soon. I think I played it when it was in beta for a little bit. It's like a multiplayer arcade game, kinda. But yeah, it's pretty hard to say no to, you know, something that's on my Switch wishlist or Steam wishlist, and it drops to that $2 range. I'll probably pick that up. Oh, these bats. Oh no, not these bats. These bats are really annoying because you can't combo them and they take like 3 hits. Why did they take so many hits? Oh. Oh boy, and that fire guys will, yeah, set me ablaze as well. Alright, now let's, I was trying to hit my striker there, my special ability, I think. I didn't hit the right button or didn't hit it in time. Okay. This is a fun part. This is a fun little gimmick here. And I will say, like, I think that this is, I would recommend picking this up if you like the looks of it. Only if it's on sale, though. It runs fine. I do think it's below the standard of other arcade releases on the eShop because it doesn't let you turn the blur off. And the sound emulation is pretty poor, actually. I also played this in Final Burn Neo a little bit just to compare. And this has a really good soundtrack, and it sounds pretty crummy in this version. Not to be like too super, you know, particular, but honestly, I don't know. I'd just like to see them doing better with that kind of stuff. Sound emulation of arcade is often like kind of a sticking point on things. Tends to be like unique or difficult hardware to simulate, or well, emulate is the word. Oh, that's a good way to finish that guy off. Yeah, this game rocks. This game rules. It rules way more when you can hear the good soundtrack, but yeah, again, I'd still recommend this version. Recommends Video Kids 80s edition, about $2. Plays like 3D retro arcade game, kind of like Crossy Road. Plays like Paperboy, stuff Back to the Future. So that's called Video Kids 80s edition. I don't think I've heard of that. Alright, so the deal here is these will spawn some enemies, so maybe just, yeah, clear a few up like that. And, oh yeah, I'm not good at beat 'em ups. I'd really like to be. Now that I do kind of understand them a little bit better, it's like kind of a low-key goal of mine. So I'd love to be able to one credit clear something someday. Video Kid without an S for Switch. Thank you. I'll look that up in a bit. The voice clips on this are extremely good. Oof. Alright, that's right. This guy, I think, is the one that I don't want to jump at. If I remember, I really just want to combo this guy normally. I think. Oh, cheap shot. Okay. Let's see, can I, how many, yeah, that you caught me off guard voice clip. I know, Dino Please uses that one too. There we go. How is the sound, by the way? Is it loud enough? I realize it's probably pretty quiet. As long as it's loud enough, though. Alright, bonus game. Yeah, this one, again, kind of gruesome here. Kind of hilarious. Definitely quite gruesome. Just kicking the zombies while they pop out of the ground here. eShop doesn't take you out game, could look after the stage. I could, but I'm in the zone. I'm in the zone though. Look, there's his castle. And yeah, I think you get, you know, in terms of replayability, the three characters do have different movesets and they feel fairly different. I think they do feel reasonably pretty different. And they get unique endings, I think. So that could give a person a reason to play through more than once, for sure. Easy, Tamagotchi. I got no time for you right now. I'm sorry. Oh, we got big guy. And some spitters. Ah, darn it. Yeah, the big guys, if I remember, are pretty dangerous to jump at. I think they really like just chopping you out of the air, basically. The vibe zone, yes. And yeah, that big choppy thing will absolutely hurt me if I get caught in it. But of course not enemies. Oh, darn it. Big axe. There's another credit down. Yeah, well, oh no, it does hurt enemies. Never mind. I guess I just always missed them before. Well, that's quite satisfying. Yeah, this is where the music gets pretty good, though. Again, the sound emulation's just not very good here, but the music is. I don't know if you can find a high quality version on YouTube. Maybe I'll try to post one in the Discord or something. Just look it up for myself. And I haven't used my special attack in a while. If I get this might be one of those places where it'd be a good place to use that. Yep, getting chomped on. Getting chomped on, and I was not allowed to break out of it. So you can play as all at once. Is there a special ending for all? That's a really good question. Oh, come on, let me break it. Thank you. That's a great question. I really wonder that. This is another one where, I mean, probably have to look that up, see if there's a long play on YouTube. Because I don't think I'll be able to arrange 2 more players anytime soon. Oh, like these jobber zombies are getting me. Mike makes a weird noise with S like a fuzz. See if it's you. Well, with how I've been adjusting things, that absolutely could be part of my part of how I've set up the microphone filters. So I appreciate that feedback. F's and S's tend to be ones that are hard to like get dialed in well with microphone settings. F's, S's, and then pops, of course. P sounds tend to, or plosives, I think those are called. Which is, boy, that's a fun word. Look at this guy. But when I was looking into like a setup guide, I saw advice to like 2 words to kind of repeat to try to test it. Was it thirsty? How does thirsty sound when I say it? Oh my gosh, I am legit actually kind of thirsty though. I do need a drink of water after this. And what was the other word? Fresh, I think. Alright, so the S's are buzzing and hurting your ears. That's not good. Thank you for that feedback. I'll try to fix that before the next stream. I am, just as I said, I am trying new things with my microphone. Trying to improve, you know, the quality. And really the opposite of hurt anybody's ears. But I'm not surprised it's going to take some dialing in. When I say gosh refresh, it's like high voltage. It's really, has it been that bad all stream, Lem? Or is that like, is it getting worse? I'm really curious to hear any details if you're able to provide. Just now. So that it just started doing that. Oh boy. Well, I'm really glad it wasn't doing it from the start, I guess. Alright, and there's another continue. I have lost count of how many I'm going to use. I think that's 3, maybe now? Sharn can relate to what Lem is saying. Oh boy. That's really a problem. I'm really sorry about that, Lem and Sharn. So bad, Lem can't handle me talking anymore. Oof. Okay, hold up, that's wild. Let me just look over here for a second. I'm gonna clear 2 things out of my filter chain. And I'm just curious, how do I sound now? Probably super duper quiet. I probably sound very quiet now because I just reduced the volume quite a bit. But does that reduce the buzzing on the S's? If I say like fresh or gosh or something like that, that is better. Headache Junction, yeah, I would really like to steer around Headache Junction as much as possible. Okay, that's better. I'm just gonna try one more thing here. How about now? Are you still having that problem on the S's if I say fresh or gosh? That will help me narrow it down. I've just disabled one part of the microphone stuff now. Is it still better? Alright, thank you so much. That means I'm gonna have to address the compressor specifically. And yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm following guides and I'm trying to adjust it in. So thank you so much for the feedback. And sorry for the problem. Thank you for letting me know so that I could I hope that that's a lot better now. And just right back into this extreme over-the-top cartoon mayhem and violence. Oh, getting knifed in the head. Like dropping a coin into a grate. Oof. Yeah, that sounds really nasty. I like how those knives explode when they hit. Doesn't make like the most sense. Ah, cheap hit. Oh man. I can't believe this random beat 'em up enemy fights without honor. Now you think it might be the game. How do you mean? Does it only happen like when I'm talking with the game going? Maybe let me turn the EQ off again, and then I'll go back into the game. Just to experiment here. Okay. So tell me if that's still happening now. I definitely want to figure out what that is and cut it out. So I'll say some more S words like gosh and fresh and really hope that it's not giving anybody a headache. If it's the game, that would be interesting. That would be interesting. So it's still happening. So I'll check back the recording on this one. I wonder what could be causing that. It's a bad, stupid game, ouch. I wonder if there's conceivably like a sample rate mismatch. It just shouldn't be a problem. It shouldn't matter what game I'm playing. Why would it matter what game I'm playing? Yeah, this boss. We're fairly close to the end here. We have to get through this guy and like half a stage more, I think. Like really close to the end of this game, I think. It's really short. You're really meant to like master it with the 3 players, I think. Oh, the bats though. The bats are too strong. Oh, that's so satisfying. I guess I'll... Wait, sorry, let me... Hope you're close to the end. Yeah, I am. I'll turn the other stuff back in my microphone since it doesn't matter. I am so sorry for that problem. I really, really do hope that I'm not giving anybody headaches. If it gets too bad, I completely understand if you can't keep watching, if the noise is too much of a problem. I'm gonna be very curious to check out the VOD and see how bad it is. I'm sure quite nasty. Stage 3, are we really close to the end? That seems impossible, doesn't it? Even if you destroy me, you'll never be able to close the portals to the Kingdom of Darkness. Only a fool says never. I don't remember the stages after this though. Oh no, okay, yeah, we've got a few more to get through actually. I'm sorry. We're not that close to the end. To tell you the truth. I saw Dracula and I forgot we will be fighting him again, you know? But there's a ways more on this to go. So yeah, completely understand if folks need to dip out. I'll investigate it. If it's just this game, then I guess this is the last time I'm streaming this game. It sounds like I'm in the game, but the only distortion is electricity and not muffled. That is so weird. I mean, it reminds me of how when I turned like certain microphones on, it messed with Animal Crossing audio. Wasn't that a really weird problem I had once or twice before? When I tried to turn on the dog cam audio, it distorted the Animal Crossing game noise, I think. Really, I wish I had like a real expert friend in OBS. My knowledge, you know, I do know other streamers, but I think we're kind of in similar places in terms of our knowledge base. I don't want to sell anybody short. Should put the question out there on the Kingdom Discord server or something like that. Or maybe tweet about it or something. Honestly, I feel like yelling at Johnny Turbo on Twitter sometimes for not being able to turn the blur off in this game. And also the bad sound emulation. Look at these Wrestle Boys though. These are really fun boss types, I think. They haven't done it yet, but they will actually do combo moves on the player if you let them set them up. They will do some like real tag team moves. I think we're gonna miss it on this playthrough though. I think we're just about done here. Alright, why not yell like a snake at you for 2 seconds? You're asking me to do a hiss at you, Lem. That sounds like it would make the problem just 1,000 times worse. The portal is sealed. Better find the other one. Hurry. Oh yeah. Of course. Oh no. Yeah, that's a good time for a power storm, I think. Sally sells seashells by the seashore. That's true. I've heard that before. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, yeah, alright. Sometimes I just lose control. Or just like... I know, I don't know. It's just too hard sometimes. Someday I'll be an expert at beat 'em ups. Someday. We got a sword boss. Yeah, still there. There's your glitch template. Oh boy. I am going to be asking folks about that because it sounds like it's a game-specific thing. And I just can't imagine why that would be a problem. But hopefully somebody will know. And even if I never stream this again, I would like to know what the solution is. And I mean, I guess, you know, the thing is, if I was ever going to stream this game again, I would not do this version. I would, I guess, play it on Windows or something. Oh yeah, there's some really good guitar in this level song. Really good butt rock, as one might call it. I don't know who invented that term, but I sure do like it. Ah, so many knife boys. So many sliding knife boys. Oh my goodness. Look at that.
Oh gosh, oh no. Jeez.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. Yeah, forget about hiders. We need a new sliders command. And now I think I... Oh, okay. Nope, never mind. Well, let's get that power storm down. Delicious. Ah, darn it. Of course, the big guy jumps down from the top like that. I wonder if this could be a boss. So the Robo Lad doesn't have glitching, huh? It's been a while since I've had such a worthy. I know I should be careful around antiques, but I think I'll make this an exception. Ooh. Ah, darn it. I think that's just one of the most fun things ever, though. It's just putting a boss into the ground and then just getting to kick their head. Or getting to pile drive them. These are good video game things, if you ask me. These are things I like to do in a video game. Ride a mummy, ride a train, punch an airplane. Thank you, video games. Oh boy. And that, yeah, such good voice clips. Oh, come on, let me get you down, let me get you down. Oh, that must be rich with this many credits. That always seemed like the dream when I was a kid and arcades were still around, to be able to roll up and get like $10 worth of quarters. Ooh wee. Oh, that was really living. No strike. I don't know how you get a strike on this minigame at all. Look at the ads in the back. That's fun. Over there. Go get them. You gotta go get them. All right. Oh boy! Right off the bat. Let's Power Storm. Okay, and in classic beat 'em up special move, if you didn't notice before, that does a significant amount of damage to you when you use that special attack. The idea is it does less damage to you than you would take clearing out the screen of those enemies. Remember, search Video Kid, yes. Yes, indeed. Alright, what are we fighting here? What have we got? Another one of these. Oh, yeah. Another one of these golem guys just rocking us right in the face. But, actually slightly easier this one around. Alright, here we go. Now, here's where we fight the helicopter. Ah, my old enemy, the helicopter. You've caught me off guard this time. Darn it. Yeah, I can mostly ignore the other enemies. Yes, I am playing with my arcade stick. That's hence the very loud button sound. Oh, actually, I guess I do have to clear these up, and not just the boss there. But yeah, if you're gonna be smashing on the same 2 or 3 buttons over and over, arcade sticks are just, I mean, it's actually like, it really is a comfort thing. Try to keep my hands somewhat functional as I get... This bag of bones keeps falling apart. Nope, 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 come on, let me break out of that, please. Thank you. I hate getting stuck in that bite attack. Oh my gosh. Can I... Oh, I would love to sword something. Alright. Okay, come on. Oh, the sliders. Hey, thank you for the good vibes. I sure could use that. And we're blowing past 2 p.m. I see that. I don't think this is going to be going too much longer. Probably another 10 minutes at the outside. Oh, I'm not sure I got stuck in that that boss flurry before. Now with the resurrected surgeon man. Just a slight boss rush with this Reaper bringing them back. Lem loved playing that Galaga machine, an old laundromat with skitters melting in one of your hands from the Skittle machine. Yeah, that sounds like good times. What kind of Galaga machine was it? I'm curious. There's Galaga was a really popular arcade game, and so there's like there are really a lot of variants on the arcade cabinet, which I find quite cool. And when I was a kid, the dentist that I went to had what they called a cocktail cabinet of Galaga, which is like, it was a table, and you sat down in it, and you actually had to look down, and the controls were like underneath the top of the table. Really uncomfortable, actually, like super, oh my gosh, you know, the opposite of ergonomic, without a doubt. Can I get that sword? I can't, but I want it. Oh, that hurt me. That's hilarious. Marskell, your dentist had one of those cocktail cabinets too. That is a bonkers coincidence. Because I am fairly certain there's no way we were going to the same dentist in Ardmore, I want to say. In Ardmore, like 20 plus years ago. What a funny coincidence, though. But yeah, that's why I still like Galaga a whole bunch, even though I am awful at it. Great game. I mean, OG went out of order just a little before you stopped going there. Oh, not the same game, but a top-down cocktail cabinet. For Pong, I wonder if it was it Pong, or was it like Breakout or Arkanoid? A brick breaker type game, that is. Or were you going against each other? I'm just curious to hear. Oh, this is right off the bat. Darn it. A brick breaker, yeah. Quite possibly Arkanoid in that case. That sounds like a really fun fit for that machine, though. Even though I think that they're, like, kind of horrendous to play on, I would like to make my own, like, faux cocktail cabinet. But I mean, the kind of thing, if, you know, if I had the space, if I had the time, energy, money, etc., I would absolutely put together, like an emulator arcade cabinet. I've kind of, like, I've done improvised ones a couple of times in the past, where I put, like, a laptop on a bar or on a shelf or something with an arcade stick hooked up to it. Did that last year when I couldn't make it to MagFest. And this year actually, rather, this January. I tried to set up my own like kind of pretend arcade area in the basement, which was actually quite a bit of fun, I thought. Even if it was, you know, mostly for me. Then after the arcade went out, Lem would tell your mom it worked and put all 4 quarters she gave you into the Skittles. Let it fall into your shirt and then pocket it. Yeah, that's good times. Sounds like you had it all figured out. Okay, another credit down. We're about $2 in now, I think. Two US dollars to get this far in this video game. Excuse me. The real enemy is waiting behind that wall. Well then, let's go. I remember one of the like most exciting afternoons of my life when I was a kid. When I was my mom like had me taking tennis lessons. Well, I guess both my parents wanted me to. And both me and my sister would sometimes have lessons like at the same place. And so I'd wait, or like, I mean, we all were into tennis kinda. Anyway, I'd be waiting around in like this tennis clubhouse, this sports clubhouse sometimes. And did usually have $1 or something around to get a snack or a drink from the vending machines there. But one time the main snack machine just was malfunctioning on this magic nickel I had. You know, I just perfect line of events somehow so that I could keep putting the nickel in and it would get counted and the you know, the amount would go up and then the nickel would come right back out the coin return. Unfortunately, there was like nobody around to yell at me or call me out or like ask me what I was doing. But I managed to get, I think, maybe a couple things, maybe like 2 full snack machine items on the same nickel before it actually stopped returning it to me. Just so what? It was like my birthday that day. Taste the rainbow, color your pockets rainbow. Oh yes. Oh yes indeed. I love Skittles. I do. Not as much these days. A little too sugary probably. But it's like if I eat more than like 1 handful of Skittles these days, I think I just kind of start getting a headache. It's wild. I had such a big sweet tooth when I was younger though. Still do, but I'm better about it. Oh my gosh, that's such a cool flame gun though. I mean, is this even what you would expect as an enemy after fighting like a mummy and a scary doctor and a Frankenstein's monster? We have like a, I don't know, demon robot? Oh geez, I mean it's scary, don't get me wrong, I'm super scared of it. It doesn't feel like entirely the same category as these other monsters, you know? Am I wrong? Is this... Was everybody dressing up like this thing for Halloween around y'all? There is a skeleton face, that's a good point. That's a good point. Alright, this is the last segment, just so you all know. And then we're out of here. I have to elbow this, like, floating torso a whole bunch while it gets extremely cheap shots in. that are, I think, seem actually unblockable, as far as I know. As it just body rushes in. Oh, and it has like such a big hurt box. I hate this part. I think I got it though. Hey, GG. I think that's it. Yeah, there's like no feedback on those hits, which is pretty frustrating. It's genuinely hard to tell if you are hitting it. Looks like our job is finished. Time to go. Time to say goodbye. Thanks for everything. Best of luck. I'll miss you too. And those, yeah, those like interstitial parts go by a little faster than we'd like. Jake has become a private investigator in Chicago. Hanghua is off fighting monsters with her sister. Look up Video Kid, alright. Special thanks to Steve Miller. Okay, I gotta look up if that's actually Steve Miller from the Steve Miller Band. Because that would be phenomenal. If that's why there's some really good guitar on this game. Alright, I got a number 3 score there, I think. Winners don't use drugs. Alright, I'm going to leave this on the track screen for a minute. I am going to wrap up the stream in a moment. Looking at the Video Kid 80s edition, this does look like Paperboy. You're right. And that is Marty McFly. Alright, I'll add that to my wish list. I really like that I can do that on in a web browser now. And yeah, it's just a cool attract screen. This game has some really nice art. It's got some really good music. I actually think it's quite fun. If you want to get it on Switch, it's Johnny Turbo's Arcade. Night Slashers. It could be better, but if it appeals to you, you know, get it on sale. I would recommend. Genuinely a fun game here, though. Jake the American Monster Hunter. His natural arms have been replaced with cybernetic. I missed it. But, okay, alright. Was there anything? I think that was pretty much it for me here. I did look up Video Kid. I put it on my wish list. Looks pretty neat. Let's see who's on. Let's go to an ending screen, I think. Hey, you know what? Let's check something up. As soon as I close this out, I'm so curious to hear, do my S's go back to normal? Are my S's normal now? Is anybody still in chat? I'm very curious to hear. I'm gonna go to my ending screen though. And thank you so much for joining me today, everybody. Bye bye, Lemony. Say fresh. I will say fresh and say, yes. Sally picks seashells by the seashore. Has that improved quite a bit? I'm gonna be so curious if it really is that game messing with my microphone somehow. Now let's take a look and see who's on. I think Keto said he was gonna be streaming, so maybe we can head over that way. Uh-oh, that's not good. Sounds like I've got some things to look at still kind of there. Honestly, that makes me feel more confident that I can figure out why it's happening. But thank you so much for letting me know. Quite a problem. I will work on that before next stream. And hopefully keep us all far away from Headache Junction. But thank you everybody for joining me today. I will be back tomorrow with more Animal Crossing and start of a playthrough of Dark Arms for the Neo Geo Pocket. If you feel like sticking around, we're gonna head on over into Hito Retro Gaming, who's playing Destroy All Humans on Steam. Well, let's check it out. Thank you so much, folks. Hope I see you again real soon.